Hello and welcome to Center 2 for our unit on bird songs, part of our overall theme of cycles. This one is called Clock Chorus, and this has some good connections to math, telling of time, and stuff like that. So we're also going to be doing a little bit of graphing, so there's some good connections to other subjects, which is always great. The way this one works is we're going to be talking about the cycle, the daily cycle of when birds call. And so there's some background information you can give the students on how they're more active in the morning, and then they kind of do things in reverse at night. We're just going to be talking about the morning cycle of calling. And what we have is we have two different rounds, and each of them come with little bird cards with the picture of the bird. And on the back, so this is the Eastern Pewee, super cute, and it gives the mnemonic of the call. So this one is P-O-E, P-O-E, and then it gives the hours, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m., and that's all on the back. So you can have students kind of study their bird, get the mnemonic, and then look at the time. And then we have this little practice clock, and as you can slowly, as you move it, slowly start from like midnight, tell them you're starting at midnight, and then go around. And as we get to the different times, so let's say we get down to 5, if your student is the little Pewee bird, they start saying, starting at 5, they start doing their little song, Pewee, and they'll be all, then we have the little yellow warbler with a different mnemonic. So you'll get, this might be a good one to do in a corner or at the hallway if there's no testing going on. Always check with that, because I know there's a lot of CMAS going on right now. But anyway, having the students do their calls, you might, with the younger kids, you might have to say, okay, it's 5 a.m. and who has 5 a.m. and kind of keep them on track. So everyone, I know that at 7 a.m. everyone will be calling, so you'll have, that'll be the loudest part of the chorus, and then people will start dropping off as the clock goes around. So you can do that activity to kind of start things out. Very interactive activity, and there's actually 2 rounds of birds if you have time, depending on how long your centers are. But then, and this is where some good math skills come in. For the older kids, you can give them each their own timeline, and then they just graph it. So then they look at, and they put the ultimate, where did I put that? There it is. The ending product will look something like this. So what they will do is they will say, okay, the yellow warbler does its song from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. So then they put they color code it and they put it in there. You could even have them put the lines in and then make a little key. There's lots of ways you can kind of put some of those science, social studies, math, graphing ideas into this. So they'll have that. And then if for younger kids, if this is a little bit too much, especially for kindergarten, we have a big whiteboard in the ELF room. So you can grab that, draw the number line on in black, and then maybe have each student, you could even have them tape their bird where it starts and then draw the line. So you can still have the visual, you can still have the graphing practice, but it'll be a little bit easier to do as a group than individually. So have fun with that, and again, if there's time, you have a whole other set of birds to go through the whole process again, or you can just go through the calling part, whatever kids seem to be enjoying more. But I would try to get at least one of the graphings done, just so we have that subject crossover. Any questions? There are some markers and some tape in the bag. You can also grab some if the markers are low, or if you need other colors, you can grab them from the room and have students share. If you have any questions or if any materials get low, please email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com, and thank you so much for helping.